right, good day, folks. So as we head into the month of May, let's talk about the equity market tendencies. So seasonally, the month of May has become known as a time of year to reduce risk in portfolios, given the lack of favorable fundamental tendencies that kind of take place through the summer. Flatter returns than the past 6 months are the norm, but within this period, opportunities to accumulate broader market exposure still exist, especially as we get into the summer rally period between June 27th and July 17th on average. So you can see here, going back to 1993, this is the S&P 500 through the lens of the SPY ETF. And here's where we are in green, and we followed the seasonal averages pretty much to the tick here. Of course, we had a little bit of exaggerated weakness during the month of March due to the U.S.-Iran conflict, but overall, we've since recovered and then some. And these are the expectations as we enter the May and June timeframe. So you'll notice that, of course, where we are here in terms of price, this is going to present a little bit more risk here by adding exposure at current levels. Now, over the past 5 decades or 50 years of data, the S&P has averaged a return of about 0.9% in May with a gain frequency of around 68%. So it's not all in all a negative trade. It just lacks strength comparatively to the other months in the calendar year. So the average pattern for the month based on about 50 years shows strength at the start and end of the month and slight weakness in between. The Memorial Day holiday, which occurs on the last Monday in May, tends to provide a bit of a more positive bias as the month comes to a close. So typically the best approach to take advantage of the average tendency of the S&P has been to hold broad equities through the first few days in May, benefiting from the start of month inflows, and then pare back risk to sidestep some of the mid-month profit taking that we generally see. And that mid-month dip can provide an opportunity to reaccumulate risk assets to play the positive holiday influence at the end of the month.